creator of My Duke and I podcast, and wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having a fabulous day. And if you're seeing the show for the very first time, be sure to subscribe, like, and share, and hit the notification bell so when an episode comes out, you'll be the first to know. Well, it's day 3 of the privacy class action lawsuit of Prince Harry, Elton John, Sadie Frost, Elizabeth Hurley, and Dame Lawrence. I had her name so perfectly clear in my head, Doreen Lawrence. Yes. So today, we didn't see any photos of Harry, but it said that the other members of the class action lawsuit are present today in the courtroom, so that is good. But I just love the idea that these famous people, these powerful people, are out there and bringing attention to this case. Even though this case does not go to trial, but what it has done, it has certainly brought attention to that Daily Fail News Corporation. And what it has essentially done is saying that they practice shady business. For the past few days that I have been looking at the covers, and mind you, yesterday there were no covers of Prince Harry and on any of those magazines over there. And I think that these people do not want to report anything that is factual, anything that is substantive. They don't want to report quality material. All they want to report on is filth and dirt. And I think that for the longest while, since these people in the United Kingdom, and I'm not saying everybody because there are some great people. I have my nieces over there, and they're good people. And there's tons of good people in the United Kingdom. But I think there's an appetite in the United Kingdom for that type of trash reporting, because as I said, for the past couple of days, I've been looking at the covers of these magazines or these newspapers in the United Kingdom, and it's nothing more than gossip. It is nothing more than hearsay. It is nothing more than trash. It reminds me of the Enquirer that you saw in the supermarket when you were at the checkout line. It's just cringy. I would not even pick up an Enquirer magazine even if I have all the time in the world standing at the checkout line. And this is what that is published in the United Kingdom day in and day out. And the people in them have gotten used to it. There's an appetite, because if there wasn't an appetite for that type of filth, they would have stopped that a long time ago. Because if it's all about supply and demand. Okay, so if there's a demand, they're going to provide that supply. So it's just something else to see. These covers, and they're not reporting anything about Harry's not on the covers, because guess what? Harry's taking them to task. The Daily Mail has been mute. They're not reporting anything about this trial, and they're just continuing like it's every day. But as I said, Harry is on a mission. Harry said it's going to be his life work to change the landscape of the media in the United Kingdom. And I so agree with him, because I remember how they used to plan every time Meghan and Harry had an engagement. They used to plan for them so that they can release the most outrageous article, or have her Meghan's dad with some interview or something about her, making her the whatever the engagement is, it would just diverge and it would be focused on that disgusting article. So it's just a loss. It was just a loss overall, because what it did essentially, instead of focusing on that important engagement, that charity that people, nobody does charity if people don't need help. So that organization that Harry and Meghan were going to, that needed attention on them, that needed awareness, that was diverted to some salacious nonsense out there, and they would do it day in and day out. Because I'm a Sussex OG. I've been there from day one. I'm one of those people that these royal reporters had blocked, because I was going after them one by one from day one. So I saw all that dirty games, and I'm just happy that Harry said right now he is going to make it his life mission to make them accountable, to reform what is going on. And kudos to Harry, because I know it is a huge endeavor to, some of these companies out there, these publication companies, they are backed by Rupert Murdoch, and we know he has a big conglomerate here in the United States. And for Harry to take on Rupert Murdoch over there in the United Kingdom, I'm like, my heart goes out to him. I have much love for him, because I know that right-wing organization, that right-wing set of people, those theorists that are over there in England, they are huge, they're powerful, and they have deep pockets. But it is a David and Goliath story, and we all know how that story ended. That little David, he defeated Goliath, and I liken Harry and the media in the United Kingdom to a David and Goliath story, and we all know how that ended. So, as I said, it's day 3 of the pre-trial. Let us hope that, this thing goes on to a full-blown trial, because that alone would be victory for these individuals of that class action lawsuit. It would be victory for them, because there would be a there in that case, why the judge decided to make it go to full-blown trial. Okay, so that alone would be a stain on that Daily Fail corporation, because there would have been some pieces of evidence that shows that they invaded these individuals' privacy, why it needed to go to full-blown trial, even though nothing comes out of the full-blown trial. But the fact that it moved on to that, it means that there's evidence of, something, or some nefarious act that took place. Okay, so I'm just so proud of Harry that he's taking them to task. They say he's not there today. I was looking out for him. I didn't see any photos, but he might be listening via Zoom or something like that, or his lawyers are probably briefing him on what is going on. So, but I'm telling you, for the past 2 days, I just loved how Harry came out there confident and just literally put a spotlight on what is going on, making the world see. And he had so much swag. That's Diana's son. That is Diana's son. You must love Harry. How can you not love Harry, eh? I just can't wait to see Archie when he grows up, and Lily when they grow up, because if they're anything like Harry just have this warm personality that draws you in, and if they're anything like him, and not that Meghan doesn't have that personality, but I'm just telling you, Harry is known for just pulling in the audience. Okay, so looking forward to seeing those kids when they grow up. And it's a good thing that Harry is setting the stage right now to let these people, the press, know that they don't mess with his family. His family is hands off, and he has to do what he has to do. So in other news, Camilla and Charles, they're going off to Germany. I think they're steering clear of France, with all the protests that's going on in France. But it's interesting that I had said you never know what they might meet in France when they go off there. And lo and behold, there is protests there and they couldn't go. Okay, so I had predicted it. But anyways, as I said, in other news, since I'm talking about these two, oh Lord Jesus, turned out that the palace, Harry said here in a statement that the palace withheld information about phone hacking that the phone hacking that happened to him. So, and because they didn't want to raise up any kind of the whole idea that they have never complained, never explained, all of that. So they knew of what was going on and they just swept it under the rug. They just pretended that it didn't happen. And I'm just so happy that Harry got out of the United Kingdom and take that wool off his eyes, and he was able to see so clear once he got out of the United Kingdom and see exactly what is going on. And and I'm just, Harry could not have married to a better woman than Meghan, a very intelligent woman. And to see what is going on, and to have the courage to bring this case, and it's just awesome. Kudos to Harry, and that's why we love him. And let that royal family continue to have signed agreements, as Harry said, with the press, so that they don't sue the press. Okay, yes, let them continue to be invaded by the press, but Harry's taking a different stance. He does not want that for his children that are coming up, and he does not want that in his present life. So let the press continue to have that contract with the members of the royal family, but he certainly is not going to be a mule to anybody. Okay, he's not going to be anybody's meal ticket. He's standing up for something, and that is why we love them. So I don't know what, going back to Charles and Camilla, I don't know what kind of reception they're going to get in Germany. Although Germany, their background is, their family came from Germany. So I don't know what reception they're going to get, but I hope that the karma follows them over there. I hope they are booed. I hope it doesn't go well for them, because there must be something that has to make these people stop and think about what they're doing. They're just carrying on like nothing is happening. Something has to make them stop and think. We have to change course. We cannot keep doing what we're doing. We cannot have our child out there and his family being abused by the press and not do something. Something has to happen where Charles has to put his foot down and say, you know what? I have literally been a conspirator with these papers, with this UK media, and it has not benefited me. Look at what is happening to me. I'm booed everywhere. Everything that I do, it's not going right. My child is suffering, and something has to be done. I have to stop it. And I'm hoping that at some point he will see the light and realize that he has lost his child because of the UK media, and that he needs to do something in order for him to, and he has to do something. He has to speak up for all of this to stop. And I'm just hoping in my lifetime I see that, but I'm not holding my breath. Anyways, that's it for now. Until tomorrow. Let's see. Tomorrow would be the last day. Let's see if Harry comes out tomorrow, the last day. And I think probably he would, because it's the last day. Anyways, take care and bye.